days. He cannot be sidetracked by these issues, you know what I mean? So I'm going to give him the credit. Yes, it bothered me a little bit to say he wouldn't, but it's not his choice. He's the president. He's not the attorney general, and he's not the FBI. So it's not his choice really to go after Hillary. If he's going to let the process take place, that's all you can really ask him to do, because Barack Obama has not allowed the process to take place. He interfered and kept Hillary from being charged. Now let the FBI and the Department of Justice, with a real attorney general like Sessions or somebody else, go after them and let the cards fall where they may.
That's what I heard. Now, you know what? Good observation. I take you at your word there. I kind of thought about that, and I heard she's really not getting off the hook, because you got the possible Justice Department. They're not going to let her go, because you can't let a criminal go, and that wouldn't set a good tone example for the whole country. You let them go, including Barack Obama and his lying about her emails, and now understood that he used an anonymous name. You know, you can't let him get away with it. And like I say, you got to focus on the main thing, keep the main thing, and because we got to be careful, I think, about the midterms, which will be here before you know it. Senate in the House.
Yeah, that's why you got to look at Trump. And you know what? Trump is talking to these people like Nikki Haley and Mitt Romney. You know what? Because he's a businessman. When he says, I am going to pick the very best one, he's put aside his own. You don't think he's got personal feelings of anger toward Mitt Romney? I'm sure he does. And yet he's putting it aside, saying, well, let's talk to him, because maybe he can help bring the Never-Trumpers and moderates into line so that we can actually get something done. Or maybe Mitt actually is qualified. I don't know. I'm not in that position. I don't know his history. As Matt said, maybe he knows more about foreign policy than I think he does. I haven't seen it. I don't know. But maybe he does, and maybe that's why they're looking at him. Yeah,
I heard. Yeah, that's a good observation. Hey, man, you know your stuff. Hey, I heard he might not have voted for him, but I heard he gave him a call and congratulated him, the Bushes also. At least two of the Bushes.
Well, as they should. You know what? Whether you like the man personally or not, he ran a outstanding campaign. Did he make mistakes? Sure he did. But he beat everybody. He beat the media. He beat the establishment. He beat the Democrats. He beat everybody. Yeah. And he won the presidency of the United States. Let him get into office. Let him put together the best he's got. I think people are going to be mildly surprised. I really do.
Yeah, he's going to shut up a whole lot of mouths like he's already done.
In fact, Walter, here's what I want you to do, Walter. I want you to listen to this because I want to get your comment on it. Derek, you got track 3 ready. That's the Kissinger. Now, Henry Kissinger, who didn't like Trump, who said nasty things about Trump, met with Trump, because that's what Trump does. I'm bringing in the best and the brightest, the people with experience. This is what Henry Kissinger had to say about Trump after meeting him.
It's the most unique that I have experienced. In one respect, he has absolutely no baggage. He has no obligation to any particular group, because he has become a president on the basis of his own strategy and a program he put before the American public that his competitors did not present. So that is unique situation.
All right, so there you go. I mean, Henry Kissinger, of all people, decades and decades and decades of experience, whether you like him or not, can come out of a meeting and say, you know what, here's a guy who owes nobody nothing. I mean, he owes Rudy Giuliani a little something for backing him all this time, but he's not just giving it away to Rudy. You know what I mean? He's looking at everybody. He's looking at the very best, so he does owe nobody. I mean, Chris Christie, Rudy Giuliani backed him to the hilt right out of the gates, and look what happens. He's saying, hey, I might have somebody better, or you might not be good enough. And I can appreciate that. So Trump's the guy right now, and I'm happy that he's taking his time and looking at everybody, good, bad, or indifferent.
Hey, man, yeah, that's good. Hey, that's good, man.
All right. Anything else, Walter?
Yeah, Ken. I wish Ken would stop attacking, going off on rabbit trails, attacking
I know, but
people's background, their religious experience, like Pentecostals. Look at Ken; he's dead on politically on certain things when he go off on those rabbit trails.
He does, Walter. But you know what? The one thing on this show is people can call in. You don't have to agree with me. You can have whatever opinions you want. It's good radio for this. because I never would have got a call from Matthew had Ken not called me. And you might have been so busy you didn't want to call in, but I think you want to, it motivates you. And I want people to understand, you know what? There are differing opinions, and me, Conspiracy Gary puts my hat on sometimes, and I'm out there. So I like it when people call, and even if they're what we don't agree with, it's fine. This is America. People can have those opinions, even if they're crazy in some people's other opinions. That's fine. So always glad to have all you guys call, and I like to get this banter between all of you. So it's a good thing.
Yeah. Hey, Ken, I hope you're listening. I'll get you to speak in tongues one day, brother.
All right.
Hey,
thanks, Walter.
Great talking to you, man.
You too. All right, Derek, I want to play track 2 because part of this Trump cabinet was Steve Bannon, and the left and the media went nuts saying, oh my gosh, he's an alt-right guy, and blah, 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 he's a racist, he's a white supremacist. And what is the alt-right, or the alternative right? Well, Ben Swann, who does a little show called Reality Check, explains the alt-right in a way I think that's really good. We got time to play that? Okay, let's play. This is Ben Swann describing today's alt-right movement.
The alt-right is a term that was coined by a white nationalist by the name of Richard Spencer. Spencer, who yesterday was purged from Twitter, by the way, is the founder of the Virginia-based National Policy Institute. It's a white nationalist think tank. Spencer, who makes no apologies for being a white nationalist, says that the alt-right movement is made up of those who feel deeply alienated, intellectually, even emotionally, and spiritually from American conservatism. So the alt-right movement is a white nationalist movement, right? Well, no, that's not really true either. Start digging into the alt-right movement, and without question, you're going to find that, yes, there absolutely is a presence of white nationalism. But where media is getting the story wrong is to assume that the alt-right is primarily white supremacy, because it's not. In fact, it's very difficult to figure out the alt-right, because it mostly consists of a variety of people who are, among other things, anti-globalist, nationalist, anarcho-capitalist, concerned about big banks, over-regulation, white males who believe that political correctness has run amok and don't have a voice in modern American society. But what you need to know is that more than anything, from what I have found, the alt-right is made up of those who want to see a decentralization of powers, political powers, corporate and banking powers, as well as media power, even military power. Without question, there are white nationalists as a part of the alt-right, and there is a dark element to it. But there's a dark element to just about every kind of political faction. To claim that the alt-right are only or even mostly white nationalists, well, that's why media, once again, is using labels to smear something that it does not understand, rather than trying to actually understand it. That's Reality Check. Let's talk about that on Twitter.
All right, so there you go. Do your homework. You can get in and find out what the alt-right is. It's not the big boogeyman that people want to make it out to be, but it is being highly censored on Twitter and Facebook and other places. So do your homework, get out, be educated, and go to thedailydrift.com, get the news you need to know. See you next week.